Oh, I'm so glad that's over. People are dropping dead. Probably gonna shut up pretty soon. I look so funny. Look at, give me a second. How much could I read in 24 hours is a question I have been thinking about somewhat recently, since my previous video of me not using social media for 7 days led to me reading quite a few books. So I've decided today that I will be timing myself for 24 hours and seeing how many books I can read. Now, I've seen this trend on TikTok and there are people that do it consecutively, as in they don't sleep and they just do it for 24 hours straight. I'm not about to do that. I have a job. I have influenza at the moment, and if I don't sleep, people will absolutely hate to be around me and I'll be an awful human being. So this will be 24 hours altogether, but just in like different points of the week. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the intro. That's all I have to say. Subscribe if you're new, and let's just get straight into this. Why are there so many bugs in my room? I'm not feeling very well, so we're just gonna lie in bed to start this first book. But I have an app on my iPad. It's called Flip Clock and I've put a 24-hour timer on it, and we're going to start off with the book The Unwedding by Ali Condi. 338 pages. So let's just get started. I guess I could do it like that. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. I'm 22 hours, no, I'm not 22 hours in. So there's 22 hours and 40 minutes left and I'm on page 100 of this book. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it's taken me a minute to get into it. I would say the first 45 to 50 pages were kind of uninteresting to me, I won't lie, but now I'm really into it. I think it was just a lot of characters being introduced really quickly, which I sometimes do kind of struggle with because my brain just can't concentrate on that many characters. But now that I know what's going on and now that I'm 100 pages in, I'm quite obsessed and I'm quite into it. And yes, I do fold the corners because I lost my bookmark. Sue me, okay? Okay, I'm gonna keep reading now because now I'm really into it. So it's the next day. Now, I thought my braids looked really cute, but now that I'm seeing them in the viewfinder, that didn't help. Anyways, it is the next day. It is 5:35 p.m. and it's safe to say that there hasn't been much reading done, because there actually hasn't been any reading done at all yet today. Now, the reason I haven't done any reading yet today is because my attention span, because I haven't left the house in almost a week, is abysmal. I was editing earlier and let me tell you, it took me like 3 hours just to get out of bed to sit here to edit. I got it done, which I don't even know how that happened, but we got it done. I'm definitely feeling a lot better today, but it's kind of just the lingering sickness now, and I kind of just have motion sickness even when I'm sitting still, and my stomach doesn't feel very good. So we've been dealing with that today and I'm over it now. Like, the sickness can just head off. Like, we've had a great time, but I think it's time for it to leave. And it's just not getting the hint. Now, I don't know why I'm telling you all this, because you clicked on this video to see how many books I can read in 24 hours and not about a life update. Probably gonna shut up pretty soon. We're like 2.5 hours in, all right? I'm on page 230. Don't know if you can see that very well. And this book is getting really juicy. I'm really enjoying it. Now, I do actually have to go do some things, so I'm gonna have to have a break. Hopefully I'll do some more reading tonight, but we'll see, because we've still got a long way to go. No, this book's getting really, really, really good. I'm definitely getting really into it. People are dropping dead. They're just going. And they also have a map in the front of the book. They have this type of map in front of the book. So now I don't actually follow this map, but I haven't actually looked at it apart from when I quickly went past it when I opened the book. But I love when books have little maps in them. It makes me so happy for no reason. It makes me feel like a child again, and I love it. So I love when they do that. Anyways, my hair does not look good. It kind of looks good, but it looks a little bit funny on this side, I think. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. for some reason thought that this book had 390 pages. It has 337 and I've finished the book. We have almost hit the 4-hour mark and I've finished book 1. 300 and I already forgot how many pages it was. Hold on, let me move my iPad and we can talk about the book a little bit more. I fully was so confused. I was like, the book's getting really thin, but I'm not finished. Like, it's still got like 60 pages left. It didn't have 60 pages left. I don't know how I thought that. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would honestly give this book an 8. It's more of a shorter read, which I like, just over 300 pages. So, you know, you can smash through it pretty quickly. I just finished that in, I will say 4 hours. It was a little less than 4 hours, but we'll just say 4 hours. I really liked the characters. There was like 3 sort of main characters, I guess, and I loved them all. I think they were all beautifully written and I could see them in my head. Like, I could envision them. Envision the setting. I was kind of jealous, actually. Apart from all the murders, it would seem like a really pretty place to visit. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10, I reckon. That was really, really, really good. This would be a very good book to read if it was storming and rainy. That's book number 1 done. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I can't believe I just finished it. Good morning, my beautiful people. It is currently 10:30 a.m. and it is Wednesday. Now ignore my hair, we've put a hat on because the sun is finally out. It's so nice outside. I've been laying outside all morning. I've been doing some writing, planned out my day a little bit. Again, still not feeling 100% today. I was feeling pretty good this morning, but I'm definitely not feeling 100% now, but that's all right. We're about to start book number 2, which is The School Run by Ali Lowe. But, you know, we've changed scenery, we're outside. Honestly, you guys can just pause it and read it if you really want. I won't read out the whole thing. I'm quite excited because I have read her other book called The Running Club, but I can't be bothered. I look so funny. Look at... So we are at 17 hours and 25 minutes and 11 seconds left and we have finished book number 2. Was how many pages? 385 altogether. And it is done. Honestly, I'll rate it. This one's a hard one to rate. So I'm gonna rate The School Run an 8 out of 10. Again, it was a really good book. No regrets. I want to read her trivia night book because she is so talented. Like, she's clearly such a talented author. It's just sometimes when there's so many twists, I'm like, oh, come on. But it was still a really good book. Hello guys, good morning. It is the next day and it's time to start book number 3. So book number 3, we've got Throttled by Lauren Asher. To be honest, I have actually started this book, but I'm on page 61. So that's how much I've read. And that's how much is left. So I was like, look, I'm just gonna start it from page 61. So when I finish this book, we'll just take 61 pages off the final page counter of how many I read. Because I did start this before I started this challenge. And I was like, I just won't read it. And I'll get other books to read for the challenge since I already started it. But I've run out of books to read. And I won't be able to go to the shops till tonight. So we're gonna finish this book now. I literally went out to go enjoy the sunshine because it was nice weather this morning. And the second I went out there, it started raining. And then now it's just super windy and stuff. So we're just gonna lay in bed and do it. We have 15 hours, 4 minutes and 44 seconds left and book number 3 is officially done. Now, how many pages was it? I do this every time. Give me a second. So it was 347 pages. I had to take 60 off. So I did like 290 pages just then. It's a romance, so it has a bit of like, and I kind of low-key just skip those bits a little bit because I don't know why. why. They just freak me out a little bit. So sometimes I just skip past those. But this book, 9 out of 10. It's a quick read, which I like. Finished it in one sitting, apart from the first 60 pages. I don't want to spoil anything, but I kind of like how it ended because I was worried they would implode inside this big fight and then the fight would last for ages, but it didn't, which I really like. Guess I'll talk to you guys once I have a new book to read. It's 10:33 p.m. at the moment. I went to the shops a little bit earlier and I bought 3 new books. So we've got Girl Abroad, Everyone is Watching, Between Husbands and Wives. Now these two are a thriller and I believe this is a romance. I actually don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Between Husbands and Wives by Susanna Glenn. So we're gonna start this book now. I'm gonna shut up now. We're gonna read some of this book before I get too tired. Hello, my beautiful. We have finished book number 4. It was how many per? 324. Now this book was honestly probably a 9 out of 10 because I was so into it straight away. There were so many twists. Like, it was crazy. There was one part of the book where I got really sad, but other than that, it was honestly an incredible book. Anyway, it's literally 12:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow when we start book number 5. 24 hours is a long time. Hi! Okay, we have 2 books to choose from. We've got Girl Abroad or Everyone is Watching. Now, I was originally gonna do Girl Abroad next because I just read kind of a thriller and this one is also a thriller. So I was like, don't know how I feel about 2 back-to-back thrillers, but I honestly kind of want to read this one. So we're gonna read Everyone is Watching as the 5th book? Yeah, 5th book. I'm gonna shut up now. We'll set up the timer and let's just get this going. My hair looks ridiculous. Woohoo! It's been a couple days since has it been a couple days? I actually have no idea. It's Monday at the moment. We still have 10 hours left on the clock. Let's just get straight into it. But hello, my beautifuls. Book number 5 is done. We have 9 hours, 27 minutes and 44 seconds left. And Everyone is Watching has been completed. Now, how many pages was it? It was 316. Now this book, really good. I wouldn't typically go for a book like this, but it was really good. I rate it probably, I'll go a 7.5 out of 10 only because the characters were good. Again, I just think I would have liked a little bit more because they go then and now, as in like you see back story as to things they're discussing and stuff in the book, which I like. I just wish it went into a little bit more detail for some of them, but other than that, it was a really good book. And now we're gonna move on to the next book. I only have like 20 minutes right now, but we'll start a new one. So my next book is Girl Abroad by I think Ellie Kennedy or Elle Kennedy, but I actually love the cover of this book. It looks really cute, and this is a romance, I believe, so let's just get straight into it. We have 5 hours, 59 minutes and 46 seconds left, and I've finished book number 6. I'm pretty sure this is book number 6, and honestly this book was a 9 out of 10. I loved it. Maybe I do love a good romance book because I keep saying that I don't usually like romance books, but I'm starting not to believe that. So let me just tell you, this was a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and although it was a romance, it also had another aspect to the story which was really interesting and was really enjoyable. Now this book was 425 pages. I'm gonna shut up now because it's really late. We're on the home stretch now. We've done 3 quarters. We have 1 quarter left. This is taking me so long, I won't even lie. So we have 2 hours, 28 minutes and 32 seconds left. I am so tired, but I really want to get this video done today. So I'm about to go grab another book and smash through it. I literally forgot to even talk about the fact that I have started this book. So I just read Anne Cleeve's The Long Call. It was 375 pages and it was honestly 9.5 out of 10. The whole storyline was amazing. I could imagine the characters, I could imagine the setting. It was such a good story and I felt really attached to the characters, which sometimes I don't in books. Like I just feel like I don't really get that sense of attachment, but this one I did. This was incredible. Now I'm gonna go find another book on my mum's bookshelf to read. I reckon I don't even think I'd be able to finish another whole book with the time we have left. I think this is book number 8 or 7. I don't know. It'll be on the screen. I'm gonna go find another book and then we're gonna smash out this last 2 hours and 28 minutes. Woo. After a long search in my mum's library of sorts, I've decided to read another Anne Cleeve's book. It's Murder in Paradise. Now, I think this is a part of a series, but I don't think you need to read it in order, so I'm just going to read this one. I tried to find the first book of the series, but she has a lot of books, and I didn't have the time or energy to look through all of them, so we're going to go with this one. We have done it. I was on my phone for the last 20 minutes there, but I finished the book and I wasn't about to start a whole new book. And also one of the books I read, I had already read the first 60 pages before this challenge. So I'm just going to count those 60 pages now because I technically had the extra time. So I probably would have been able to read those extra pages. This book, I will give it an 8 out of 10 only because it's part of a series and I haven't read the series. So I was just kind of confused for some parts, but it was still a good book. I was just a little confused, but that's my fault because it's a series and like, you know, you're supposed to read that in order. So altogether, I think we read 9 books and I don't know how many pages. I'll put it up on the screen because I've lost track of everything. I have spent 6 hours today just reading. And don't get me wrong, I do like reading, but not that much. Okay, I'm so over it. I'm so glad that I have done the 24 hours. So there we have it. That's how many books I can read. That's how many pages I read. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, I'm so glad that's over. I'm so glad that's over.